Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and today we're going to make something a little different with some of the remaining beads from our SoftFlex company's Wonderland Design Challenge Kit. One of the things we're going to use is this big, pretty crystal from the strand, as well as the bead caps for either side of it, and then some beads from out of the kit. But we're also going to use this fun big ring that I got from Thunderhorse Descendant, as well as this sort of dagger crystal from Thunderhorse Descendant. So let's turn down and I'll show you exactly what we're going to do, and then we'll get started doing it. Okay, I've got out some silver extreme medium beading wire, and that's what we're going to start with. And we're going to hook our first maybe I'll just string up the side so that I don't have to worry about how much wire I'm going to need. We'll just know as soon as we get this all on here. So this is going to be like this. And then we're going to hook on our pretty crystal here. We'll just go right through this bell that's already on it. I'm not overly fond of this bell, but it's all right. If I were to take it off, I'd just probably hook the wire straight to it, so might as well just leave it on. Now I'm not going to make it extra tight. I don't want it to be real tight up here, so just gonna because I want this to be able to move some. So we're gonna just crimp this right here. Pull it tight. Now I'm just going to push these other beads down over the top of that cable. That wire went straight on. That's excellent. And then I've already got the crimp on here, so I just need this is going to go just crimp it right around this bar. So I'm going to cut it about right here. And we're going to crimp this right around our ring. Come here, crimp. Okay, that's pretty good. Want to give it enough room that it can move around some, which it is. So then we want to get in here and crimp this. Looks like it's plenty tight enough. So crimp this off. Okay, tug test seems to be good. So then we're going to cut the extra line off right here. Come on, you. And let it go down in there. So there is the first portion of it, and that is going to hang down like so. Now the next piece, I actually have to see if I can get the wire through these beads twice. So those beads are going to be actually, I need another little bead. We'll be right back. Well, actually, I don't need to go anywhere. The bead I need is right here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take that bead, we're going to put this on, then this, come on you, then this, and this is going to sit like this in the middle here, if it'll fit all right. I'm hoping it will. I'm going to see if this will go back through all of our beads. If it will, we can do what I want to, my original plan is. Looks like we're good. As long as this one will go through. Yep, it'll go. So what we want to do is we're gonna have to clip off our wire, because what I want to do is take this, put it through here, then we're going to crimp it here and here so that it's on the wire, and then we're going to put this up above, and then it's going to have to hook to a ring. Now, I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that. That's looking more and more like that's going to be too long. So maybe what I want to do is put the little one here and see if that'll fit double again. It will, so that's good. So we'll put the little one down here because I think the big one's going to be too big, though we will try it before we do that. And then we'll move this up here like so if it won't fit. So I'm going to get me a pretty good length of wire. Oh, looks like we're going to run out of wire. So looks like we have just enough length of wire on this spool for what I want to do. So that's good. Oops, dropped it. So now what we're going to do here is we want to leave this hanging out, go through this twice, and this wire's a little sticky. I'm going to have to rub it off some so that it won't create any problems here. There we go. And then we're going to get this one apart and pull it up. But also I'm going to rub it off, so if I can get some of it to rub off here. Okay, so there's the bottom portion. And what we're going to do is we're going to crimp it on one side here, bring it over to the other side and crimp it again. And then if we want, we can get rid of one of the wires. But it looks like it's a pretty definite thing to me with our crimp going on in there that that big one won't fit. So we'll put the little one down there. Which is a pity because I really liked the big one down there, but that's the way it goes some days. So there's the little one. And I think that's going to be more than just perfect right there. So now we want to get crimp out and go down here. Go all the way down and crimp it down here at the bottom. Now this would actually make a pretty good, little pendant for a necklace too. See? So we're going to crimp it right here. Turn, crimp again. Get it good and crimped there. Now what we're going to do is separate these two wires, temporarily anyway. Put this one through here. Now these will roll around here. It's just going to be the weight of stuff that's going to keep it from just rolling to wherever it wants to. So now we'll hook these on again. Now we want this to hang straight in here, so we're going to put it down with gravity and let that hang before we crimp it. So there's our crimp. And we can get our other beads on here. Now we can cut the extra wire off right here, or we can keep going with it. Now the crimps generally won't take 4 wires. They'll take 3, but they won't take 4, so we're going to have to cut it off sooner or later anyway. So oops, it didn't go through both. And then this one. There's how our sun catcher is going to look. Now I'm going to crimp this right here. And then I have to go get a ring for it to hang off of, because I forgot to get that before we started. So we'll crimp this right here. And this is what she's going to look like. She just has to have her other crimp on and a ring to hold it so it can hang on. Okay, so I finally found a silver ring. Have you ever noticed that when you're looking for something, you can never seem to find it? But a lot of times when I'm making these, and I will use a split ring, but of course I couldn't find the split rings either. Oh, geez. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is we're going to crimp this ring. This is the ring to hold it on whatever you're going to hang it from. So it is very unlikely for both of these strands of wire to go through here. And oh, there's something I usually do when I'm doing a double crimp. And that is I usually put another bead up here so that it can have something more to go through. And so it looks sort of pretty. So we're going to get another one of our amethyst beads like this one out. Oop, not two, not three, just one. Though that's about all I have left, 3. So, now we're going to take this bead and put it down here. And then we'll get the crimp back on. One crimp, go down on there. Okay. Now we'll put our ring in here. And we'll go back through that crimp and that bead. Now I'm going to try to get all 4 in there. I doubt very strongly if it's going to work. Though this third one was going in really easily, so you never can tell. But it's unlikely. If it does go in, that's super great, but I don't. There it is, actually, if I can get it to keep going. Wow, that's excellent. So now I doubt if I can get it to go through the bead though, because let's face it, 3 is amazing to go through. 2, nope, it won't. So what we'll do is tighten these up so they're the same tightness. Okay, which one's a little higher than the other one there? Actually, they're looking pretty good, so I guess we'll just leave them like that. And now we're going to crimp these. So we'll just take our crimping pliers, go over the top and squish. And turn and squish and keep doing that till we have our crimp entirely crimped down. Give it a tug. That's good. Now we're going to cut off these extra little bits of wire. This one's going to have to go right up beside the crimp bead, as much as you can get it anyway. Didn't quite go all the way up. I would have liked it a little bit tighter than that, but I'm going to leave it there. And then we'll pull this one up and get it right beside this bead. Now, since this doesn't have anything it can tuck into, we want to get it up there as tight as we can. There we go. And there we go. Our sun catcher is finished. Like I said, it can go around the ring because it's not solidly put in place, but it will, once it's hanging, it will pretty much hold itself in place. So there it is. Isn't that pretty? see if I can shrink this a little so you can see the whole thing. There we go. And that will hang really pretty. So there we go. There is our sun catcher using our beads from our Wonderland kit and a couple of things from Thunderhorse Descendant, namely the big silver ring and the big crystal down here. So, isn't that pretty? I hope you enjoyed making this with me. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we have been making this beautiful sun catcher using the SoftFlex company's design kit, Wonderland. Isn't it pretty? I think it turned out quite nicely. Bye-bye.